Next natural disaster we are going to learn is about, it's familiar actually, you already know about it, you heard about that, tides and tsunamis. Tides and tsunamis. TSUNAMIS, tsunamis. Okay. Tides are the phenomenon of rise and fall of sea level. Sea level, you know, sea, the big sea, sea, the rise and fall, rise and fall, rise and fall of sea levels. Tides means rise and fall of sea levels. At times, the waves in the sea are high and sometimes they are low. Sometimes you have seen the waves, isn't it? Sometimes it will be so high, sometimes it is low. The rise and fall of waves is due to the gravitational force of the sun and the moon acting on the oceans of earth. See, why this rise and fall of waves? Waves, sometimes it will be very high, sometimes it is so low. Why the waves are like that? The rise and fall of waves are happening because of the gravitational force. Earth has an attraction towards all objects, towards its center. Earth has that gravitational pull, we say, gravity. We all are on the earth because of gravity. Earth, moon is there because of gravity. Sun is there in its position because of gravity. Gravity keeps everything there itself, isn't it? Because of gravitational force, what is happening actually, whatever we are throwing up, it is coming down, isn't it? So gravity is there everywhere in the earth. So why this rise and fall of waves are happening? Because of the gravitational force of sun and the moon towards what? The oceans of the earth. So because of the gravitational force of sun, moon towards acting on the earth, oceans of the earth, what is happening? This tides rise. This rise and fall of waves happens because of that. This gravity of moon towards the oceans, it is so high. Because of that, oceans water get rise up and rise and fall is happening. Of waves are happening. Tides reach maximum height when the sun, the moon and the earth are in straight line. When sun, moon, earth, they are on in the straight line, and what happens? Tides, it reach the maximum height. Means the gravitational pull of these three, when it becomes high, sun, moon becomes high on the oceans, the water in the oceans, what happens? Tides comes to the maximum height. That's why rise and fall of waves is happening. The rise of large amount of water in the form of huge waves from oceans due to underwater earthquakes, volcanic eruption, etc. is called tsunami. Yes, this because of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, what happens? You know, this huge waves are caused by these earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. And what happens? This waves travels with high speed. This waves travels with high speed, and that is tsunami. Because of earthquakes and volcanic eruption, this waves gets the high speed and this tsunami occurs when there is disturbance between the layers of rock in the earth crust. So whatever happens, it happens first in the deep layers of earth, in the earth crust, the outermost layer. It is the beginning actually. Whatever it is, earthquake or even if volcanic eruption or if tsunami, it happens first under the deep layer of earth, or called earth crust, the outermost layer. Earth crust, it is happening first there. The layers of rock, what happens? Some disturbance happens there. Sudden movements happen there, disturbance happens, and which lies under water bodies. Under water bodies means under ocean, seas and all. These layers of rock get some disturbance and large amount of energy is released, which leads to the formation of huge waves. Some disturbance happens under the layers of rock under the sea, and what happens? Because of this disturbance, huge waves comes up in the form of tsunami. Large tsunami waves leads to the loss of life and property. Yes, if tsunami wave is very high waves, huge waves, it causes damage to life and property of human beings. It is advisable to stay in the regions of high altitude during tsunami threat. If there is tsunami threat, if in news or in news or newspaper, if we read or we happen to hear the news that there is a chance of tsunami, if we knows about the news there is tsunami, there is a chance for tsunami to occur, then soon you have to move to high altitude area, hill station, higher area. Don't stay near seashore, near the coastal areas. We have to go to those places where the huge waves cannot reach fast. Higher area, high altitude areas means like hill stations and all. Okay. On December 26, 2004, a tsunami occurred in India. Do you know about that tsunami in 2004? December time, a tsunami occurred in India which caused a great loss, major loss of life and property in the coastal regions of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra, Gujarat, these are all coastal regions near to sea. So, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, these states faced a great damage because of the tsunami in 2004. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands were the worst hit areas. So, these areas hit because of tsunami, these areas effect was so bad. Andaman Nicobar Island, it is the area where worst hit, means tsunami effect was more on these Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So tides and tsunamis. Tides means rise and fall of waves. This rise and fall of waves is happening because of the gravitational force of sun, moon on this water in this oceans. And under the sea, what happens? These layers of earth get some disturbance, and because of this disturbance, huge waves comes up in the form of tsunami. And if tsunami's force is very high, it causes great loss to damage of human life and property. If we happens to know that tsunami is going to happen, then you have to soon move to the areas where above the sea level, to high altitude areas, to keep ourselves safe. And in 2004 tsunami occurred. Last time it caused great loss to life and property of human beings, and especially the people in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. And the worst affected area of because of this tsunami 2004 was Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Next is floods. Floods. So have you seen floods? This news about floods and all in TVs and all. Yes, floods. Actually, when the water level in rivers, lakes, it rises due to heavy rainfall. If the rainfall is so heavy and strong and fast, the water level in the rivers, seas get rise up and they flows to the land, and it causes floods. So approximately 75% of Earth's surface is covered with water. That you know, isn't it? On the land, most part of the earth is covered with water. So when the water bodies like oceans, water bodies means oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, ponds, they have excess water. If there is more water because of heavy rainfall, they overflow and it causes floods. See the image of floods. You can see some vehicles drowning or inside the water. Yes. So floods occur due to natural factors like heavy rainfall. Yes, main factor is huge rainfall or heavy rainfall because of heavy rain. Then low pressure region formed in the ocean. Low pressure region formed in the ocean, big sea. Bigger than sea. Ocean means bigger than sea, isn't it? Yes. Actually in winter what happens? The land cools off quickly. Winter season we know. It's so cool everywhere. Land becomes so cool, but the ocean keeps the heat actually longer for due to its because of some specific heat. Oceans in the oceans it keeps the heat. So what happens? The hot air over the ocean rises up, creating a low pressure area. Then the low pressure region formed in the ocean. Actually in the winter season land gets cooled quickly, but ocean it keeps heat. So what happens, the hot air, it rises over the ocean rises up and creates a low pressure there in the ocean. So because of this, floods happens. Excess melting of snow in the mountains and glaciers. Yes, if snow melts more, what happens? On top of the mountains, snows are covered with snows are covered, isn't it, on the top of the mountain. So when it melts, what happens? It flows like water and flows into the sea. It forms water and flows into rivers and all. So when it melts more, snow melts more, glaciers full of ice, it melts and it forms water, and finally it goes into the river only. So more water flows from mountains and all. That also is a reason for floods. So heavy rainfall, then low pressure region formed in the ocean, and also the excess over melting of snow in the mountains and glaciers. Then how can we prevent this? Flood can be prevented if there are proper streams or channels for the excess water to flow through. If there are proper path for water to flow, if more water is there and if there is no way for the water to flow, it is difficult. If there are many paths for the water to flow off, then we can prevent this floods. Enough trees to slow down the force with which water flows. We should have many trees on the land. This trees slows down the force of water flow. Then provisions of enough mud to absorb excess water. Not only trees, we need full of mud. Then it will absorb the water, and this flow we can reduce it. Then proper flow, not only flow, that water gets stuck here and there, we can reduce that. If there is more mud, more soil, it will absorb this water. It will take off all this water. Proper embankments that control the level of water flowing into rivers. Embankments means near the bank of the river. Near the river, we construct rocks, or like what did we say, wall type rocks we will construct near the river, so that when rise and fall of rivers, that waves comes, it should not cross that wall. So like that, some wall kind of we construct along side of the rivers, bank of the river. We raise and we construct that is embankments, we say. A raised structure, thick wall, we say, made of rock, built by the sides of the river to prevent the river from flowing during the times of high water. If there is more water, when that flow we should prevent. For that, near the rivers, people construct a wall kind of like with rocks, big heavy rocks, so that this river, that flow, it should not cross that rock. That is embankment. So if we have that, it will control the level of water flowing into rivers. Dam is a kind of embankment. We can protect, or we can we say water there itself, isn't it? It won't flow anywhere. When we control the water and we kept in the dam. But here this embankment means near the bank of the river, we construct a rock type wall to prevent the overflow of river. We prevent to flow from the river to the other side. So floods we can prevent like this. Then effects of floods: loss of life, damage to property. Loss of life, damage to property happens whenever any natural disaster occurs, even if it is an earthquake, volcanic eruption, or floods or tsunami. Spread of waterborne diseases like cholera, malaria. These all happens when there is flood, because full of water here and there. It gets stagnant over here, and it won't, if it doesn't flow, what happens? These germs will settle down there, and people get disease and spreads like anything. So waterborne disease like cholera, malaria, these all diseases can occur if there is flood. In June 2013, the Indian state of Uttarakhand and nearby places received heavy rainfall, leading to devastating floods. Means great damage, or harm. floods and landslides. Land got shaked, the building falls down. Okay, more than 5,700 people were believed to be dead. 5,700 people believed to be dead. When in 2013 in Uttarakhand, they, because of heavy rainfall, what happened? Floods. Because of floods, heavy rainfall, floods. The floods came and many people died. 5,700 people were lost their life. So safety measures during floods. Here are some of the ways in which you can be safe during flood. Do not be panic. Do not fear. We have to be calm. Always listen to flood warnings given on radios and news channels. News channel, radio, if we get any warning regarding flood, you should listen to that, and you should move from that area where you are. Leave the area where flood water is bound to flow. The area where floods are more likely to happen, from that area you have to move. Shift to the higher location where flood cannot reach. Flood water cannot reach to that area. You have to shift. Then keep medicines, food supplies and clean drinking water in packets. This kind of things that you need in urgent, like medicines, food supplies, clean drinking water in packet, you have to keep. Follow instructions given by rescue team workers. Rescue team workers, rescue people, they comes to rescue or save people whenever this earthquake, this kind of natural disasters occur, floods, tsunamis occurs. People usually they come there, gather there, they comes to save the people from the dangerous situation, from difficult situation. Many people come to save others. Okay, they are rescue team workers. So whatever instructions they are telling, you have to follow that. So these are the things that we can take, some ways that you can be safe during flood. Without panic, we should be calm and move to any area where if you get the news about floods, and you have to carry medicines and water, clean drinking water and all in packets, and whatever instructions are given by rescue team, you should follow that. Okay. So the next natural disaster is, cyclones. Cyclones. Have you heard about cyclones, children? Cyclones. They are huge revolving storms, means rotating storm, heavy wind with heavy rain, Cyclones are huge revolving storms or rotating storms that develop above warm seas and oceans. From sea and ocean it comes, the cyclones. They are common in coastal areas and islands. Coastal areas, the areas near the ocean, near the sea. And island is a piece of land surrounded by full of water. Water surrounding full of water, and middle there is a small land. It is island. So I told tsunami last time, 2004 tsunami, it hit the area Andaman and Nicobar Island very worse, isn't it? Because it's an island. So tsunami is likely to occur more near in this areas, island and sea, near the coastal areas. So these people, those who are staying there, will get badly affected because tsunamis, cyclones occurs there more. So cyclones are accompanied by strong winds and very heavy rains. Cyclones means along with cyclone, this full rotating storm. This happens, this not only storm but heavy rain and strong wind also. Cyclones, along with cyclone, the strong wind, heavy rains also. They destroy everything that comes in the way. This heavy wind, heavy rain, it destroys. Water in the way, it destroys everything. You can see an image of a tree fallen down, a big tree with strong roots. So that the force of wind is that much strong that it damages everything that is on the way, on the road, everything. And when they move towards the land and flood the coastal area will get flooded like anything. Effects of cyclone. The force of wind destroys structures like buildings, bridges, vehicles and overpasses. Overpasses means what? A bridge. by which a road or a railway line passes on another. You can see, you have seen a railway bridge, or on the bridge you can see vehicles moving. All this bridge that built upon the rivers, this get damaged. Then trees and electric poles get uprooted. Uprooted means pulls out of the ground. Even trees falls down, buildings falls down, electric poles, such as strong it is, it gets fall down because of this heavy wind and storm. This affects trees and electric poles get uprooted, it pulls out of the ground, electric poles, such a strong thing, it falls down. This affects communication and electricity supply. See, all the power gets cut. No communication. If there is no power, no current, we won't able to call anyone and inform anything. People lose the communication. They won't able to contact each other because electric poles are falling down, isn't it? Transport system get damaged. Even no transport, no vehicles on the road, no one can travel also. Water gets contaminated due to floods. A storm means heavy wind with heavy rain and full of floods here and there. So what happens? Floods here and there means water won't flow. Then what happens? Waterborne diseases, spread of diseases. Water get contaminated, it gets polluted, it gets impure, and people get diseases. This can cause epidemics. It means spreading of diseases like typhoid, cholera, jaundice. These are the effects of cyclone. Now, safety measures for cyclones. Make a list of emergency phone numbers and keep it at a place where it is visible to all family members. Okay, so you have to make a list of emergency numbers. Whenever suddenly this happens, immediately you have to call your friends or relatives who are nearby to inform them. Keep an emergency kit ready. This kit should have a torch, spare batteries. Spare battery, why we are taking spare battery? To recharge phones and all, because those time if cyclones occurs, floods occurs, no power, no current, so to charge phone and it becomes difficult. So spare batteries are there, you have to take it to recharge. Then first aid kit. A first aid kit is a small box that contains bandages, plasters. If anyone want immediate medical help, if any injuries happens, for immediate help, this first aid box is there, means you can easily give help to a person, a medical help for that. So in the box it will be many things will be there, like bandage and antiseptic lotions, creams or medicines, plasters, etc. The non-perishable food, that food that don't spoil easily. Some perishable food are food that easily gets spoiled. We need to keep in the fridge. This non-perishable food means without keeping in the fridge itself, no problem, we can use it for a longer time. So those kinds of food you have to pack it and be ready. Candles, then matchbox, then portable radio, a radio which we can carry by hand, easily we can carry by hand. And waterproof bags. Waterproof bags are there, means we can keep all the things inside, clothes, food, etc. so that it never gets wet. So waterproof bags. Listen to weather reports on radio, television, and read them in newspaper regularly for any announcements of cyclones. Every time you should be updated about the news. You have to hear the radio news, television news, newspaper you should read, and if there is any threat, if there is any news regarding cyclone, tsunami, cyclone or floods, listen to the news. If it is there, you have to move from your place where you are to protect yourself from it. In case of an official order, immediately leave your home with your family and seek shelter with friends or other relatives. If you are getting official order from the government, they will tell the people, those who are staying near the coastal areas, move from this place because there is a chance of cyclone to happen. So move the place, like that they inform. So that time soon you have to go to your friends or relatives home. If you are driving when a cyclone hits, park your vehicle in an open area and stay inside. If you are driving, suddenly it occurs, suppose you are driving, then what you should do? Stop the driving, try to park the vehicle in an open area. After the cyclone has passed, stay away from the damaged power lines and fallen trees. Yes, if a cyclone occurs, finished, but still roads are damaged, transport, no current, so electric poles fall down, trees are there, here and there falls down. So you should not go and stand near all these things, because there is a chance for you to get shock and all, because wires, everything on down will be on ground only, isn't it? Yes. So drink boiled water to prevent catching a waterborne disease. Always those days you should always drink, no, not only those days, it is very good for you to drink always boiled water. Boiled water, you boil the water, cool it, then you drink, to save yourself from waterborne diseases. So these are the safety measures for cyclones. So try to make an emergency phone number list. If anything happens suddenly, immediately you can call them. Then make a kit of first aid box, waterproof bag, spare batteries, etc. Non-perishable food, candle, matchbox, etc. you should carry in a bag, and you should keep it ready. That is called emergency kit. Then always you should hear the news and whether there is a cyclone or any storm or any floods are going to happen. That news, you should get updated with the news, and you should hear the news daily, so that you can move from the place from where you are. Then if you are driving a vehicle that time, then try to park the vehicle in an open area and stay inside only. And after the cyclone also, don't go near the damaged electric pole or trees that fallen down and all. Okay, and always try to drink boiled water. So that is about cyclones.